What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Brick Room. As you know, this weekend is Father's Day, so I decided to do a custom golf course with my dad. So let's get into it. So I'm gonna ask my dad some questions, and he does have a very long Lego history. He is an awesome fan of Lego. So, what was your first Lego set?
My first Lego set was the castle, the yellow castle, which I guess I found out recently is the original castle.
Yes, the yellow castle is the iconic Lego castle from the early days as the Lego group was progressing. The yellow castle was very popular, and now it is even more popular because it was the first ever castle made.
Which is very exciting to me because I never knew that. It was just always one of my Lego sets. And now I find out that I have like a classic, which is very cool.
Now, when did you get that set?
That set, I'm guessing I know I got it at Christmas. I'm guessing it was probably when I was in first grade that Christmas. It's hard to remember that far back, but I think that's when it was.
Now, why did you ask for that particular set or Legos for Christmas?
Yeah, I don't know that I asked for that set in particular. I had a good friend living right down the street from me, and he was into Legos. He probably got me into Legos because I had all older sisters. I didn't have any brothers. He was kind of my brother. We were, each other's brother because we just had sisters. And yeah, so he was into Legos. He probably got me into Legos, and I think I just asked for Legos in general for Christmas, and that's what my parents got me.
Okay. Why do you like Lego so much?
I just like the whole concept of Legos. I love building things, and I don't know what came first, if it was because of Legos that I love building things, or it's, my dad's an engineer, maybe that's just in my blood. But I just love building things. I love the whole concept of Legos and how they can build pretty much anything and create pretty much any piece that they need to build it. It just always has fascinated me, and I just love the whole concept of it.
Now, do you like newer Legos, or do you still like the old classic Legos?
I'm probably stuck a little bit on the classics, just because that's what I grew up with. Although I do appreciate the newer Legos and what they're coming out with, and the different designs and the different things they can do today with the technologies that they have. That never ceases to amaze me, but yeah, I would say I'm probably stuck on my classics.
Okay. Now, I do like to point out that, as you can see on my channel, I am a builder, but I am also someone who gets the set, builds it, and then within a few weeks probably takes it down and builds it into something new. Now, Dad, are you like that?
A few weeks, I think it's more like a few days.
That is true.
No, I've always been the classic, I got a set, I built it per the instructions, and that was it. I left it and played with it, and that's how it was. I didn't, never really broke it down and built it into something new. I didn't really have that kind of design mind, I don't think. So that's not really my forte. If you gave me a pile of Legos sitting in front of me, I would struggle to create something really cool out of it. So yeah, I was always more of a builder and a keeper kind of guy. So yeah, we definitely differ in that area. That always has amazed me, watching you just create these things that you've created out of the Legos.
Now, what was your favorite set from your childhood?
Whew. Boy, that's a toughie. I mean, I'd probably say, off the top of my head, the castle was probably my favorite, maybe because it was my first. But I just had, there were so many sets that I loved. I mean, I had an Exxon station that I think was maybe my second set that I loved that. And all for different reasons, kind of like kids, like you love them all the same, but for different reasons. The castle was neat because I love the whole medieval times theme and just the way they designed it, and it was just so much fun to play with. And the gas station, the Exxon station, had a lot of cool things to it that I liked. I had a motorcycle shop That was very cool. The fire station I loved. I just loved the just the little things like the garage door, how they made the garage door out of the pieces, the hinge pieces that would go up and down. I mean, that was always so cool to me and fascinated me how they designed that. So I always loved the fire station. So yeah, it's kind of hard to pick a favorite. I would probably have to lean towards the castle, maybe the Exxon station, just because they were my first and earliest ones that I spent the most time with. But they were all really interesting and cool to me in different ways.
Now, when you were young, do you know off the top of your head or an estimate how many sets you got?
Um, Probably. I mean, I had a lot of sets, little sets. I'd get sets for gifts all the time. Birthdays and special occasions. I would get like maybe a little small set where, by today's standards, it's a $10 or a $15 set. Obviously, back in my day, it was a lot cheaper than that. But so I would get little sets like that. I'd get space sets that I really liked. A lot of smaller ones of those. I don't think I ever really got a bigger space set, but I always loved the space sets that I would get just from just the whole concept of outer space. Really appeals to me. So that was really fun. So I had a lot of those smaller sets that I would get just throughout the years. The bigger sets, maybe. Boy, I don't know, maybe like 10 to 12 of those, like the bigger sets, if I just had to think off the top of my head of how many of those I had. But the little sets, I would get, a lot of those here and there. And so I amassed quite a decent amount of Legos over the years. My dad and myself actually built a wooden chest to store all the Legos in. Got them spread all over the floor to my mom's chagrin. So we built a chest that we stored them all in and kept them all in, and that's actually I think how I got you started, because I kept that through the years and held on to it and finally dragged it out of the attic when you were of age and let you start digging into that. And I think that kind of was the springboard for you in Legos, because you really, no pun intended, but dove right into it and started building and got really into Legos, I think.
Now, when you were younger, would your sisters take your Legos, or were they never very fond of your Legos, or would they get mad when your Legos would be stepped on, or spread across the living room, or something like that?
No, they never really bothered my Legos. They didn't really get into them. They didn't really care too much about them. I think they probably appreciated the things that I designed and built, through with the sets and the instructions and all that stuff. I think they probably thought it was pretty cool. But they never really got into it. They never really bothered me with them. I'm sure they stepped on plenty of them and were frustrated by that, but never really a big issue. I think we all kind of just knew how to stay out of each other's way for the most part. But yeah, they probably never got too involved and played too much with them, but kind of gave me my space as far as that goes.
And then when you when you were older and more Lego sets started coming out and you were in like older grades, were you still playing with Legos?
Oh yeah, yeah. My friend that I had mentioned earlier that lived down the street from me, he and I were into Legos well into middle school easily. I mean, we were still interested in them and playing with them, well beyond the age that was quote unquote accepted. The kids at school would make fun of us for still playing with Legos, but we didn't really care because it interested us so much, and we appreciated them so much. I mean, I think we saw them more as just a toy, as many people that are into Legos do. We were more into it for the building aspect of it and the design of it and things like that. So I think we kind of brought it past the childhood toy stage kind of thing.
Yeah, so that's really cool. I always thought that was very cool, just being different from everyone else and playing with different stuff and doing different stuff from everyone else.
So, all right, you've been asking me all the questions here. How about I ask you one and say, what are we working on the build today?
So today, for Father's Day, we are working on a custom golf course. It's hopefully gonna turn out good. It looks good so far.
Yeah, so far so good. What?
Um,
Why a golf course? Why'd you want to do a golf course today?
Well, me and my dad do love going golfing, and so
True.
I decided that it would be a good idea to build a golf course because that's something that we both like to do, and we both like to build Legos. So I thought that would be very appropriate for today on my channel.
Yeah, it's a fun idea. So what do you got there? Obviously, that's a sand trap up by the green, huh? We know
the
those all
flag.
too well.
That will go like maybe right there. There's gonna be the hole right there.
Nice, yeah, right past the sand trap. That's pretty typical.
And then we're just bordering the sand trap right now, so it looks appropriate.
Okay.
Looks like I'm one green piece short, but we'll be able to fix that. Why don't you start working on the tee off area or the
Tee box.
tee box
Okay.
up there? So I'm going to take some of these pieces, or just plop it on
We're
there.
doing that over here, right? That's the rough area. and
Right, yeah.
It's gonna be the tee
No,
box
you're
up
gonna put
here.
it up there.
Oh, we're gonna be on the
Yeah, you're
on
gonna
this.
be on
Okay.
there, and then as you can see right there is the fairway with the green and everything. And we do have one of those molded tree pieces from the
From the old days.
old days.
Yeah, that's one of
Right
mine.
there.
That is one of mine.
Flopped it right on there. Let's see, what else are we gonna put on here? We should probably put some green. Now let's talk about some minifigures. So me and my dad are both very big Star Wars fans, so we're gonna be using Wedge and Luke from the Star Wars 20th anniversary snow speeder that I do have in my collection, and we're gonna have them right there playing some golf. We'll have Wedge chipping out of the out of the sand trap there. And we do have a golf ball right there. And we'll give him a golf club. As you can see, just a simple wrench piece and stick, and put those together and you have a little golf club. Put it in one of his hands. And we should be set. And then Luke, a little farther back, we'll be able to get another golf ball and golf club right here with some different colors, with a dark gray and a light gray stick. Go right in his hand.
Nice, I like that.
And we'll have him back there. Let's see, where's his golf ball?
It's right up on top there. It's not in the hole.
Oh,
Yeah,
right
there you
there.
go. Well, should we put him
He'll
here, or
be-
should we just have him hit it? Him hit it right up on the green there, right by the hole there. Still in the fairway. Okay, that's fine.
He's in the fairway.
He can make the shot. I'm not afraid.
And then I don't think we'll be building a golf cart today because I don't know, because that'll take a little too long. Let's see. Let's put a little more greenery on here with just some plants and plop those wherever, maybe next to the tree and stuff.
We'll put some on this side of the course
Maybe we
too.
want to line the edge of the course with the rough there.
Yeah, definitely need some rough around there. Is this all you wanted for the tee box up here?
Yeah, I'm
Is that
pretty
good
sure that's
enough?
all we're
Okay.
gonna do for the tee
Lock the plates
box.
together.
Yeah. As you can see up there, we do have the tee box and the rough, the dark resembles the rough, as you can see along the edges there, as we've been putting those in. We have a few more pieces in our Lego tray over here. Looks like we have some shaped ones like edges and stuff that we'll be able to put in up here, right there. You don't ever want to get stuck in the rough. It's not fun.
Very true.
I've been there too many times.
Makes you a better golfer, though.
That is
Getting
true.
out of the rough.
There we go. Okay, so looks like we're pretty much done here. We got a little more greenery on the side here, but it looks like we have a few more pieces.
We have a couple of white barrels we can put up here for the markers.
Yes, we should be able to find some
Tee
of
box
those.
markers there. Show you where to tee off there. Yeah, it's a neat little design. I like it. Looks like one of the holes that we've played on before.
Yeah.
What's Wedge's shot count there in the sand? Is he still heading for the green in 3, or is he having a rough hole?
I'm assuming not. I think he's having a rough hole.
Yeah, that's too bad.
Get our Lego bins out here, find some pegs. Put up there. Oh, maybe we could build some. No, that's an eyelash piece. Let's see. That's another eyeball.
Couple anythings in there.
There's another eyelash. Alright, how am I not finding the pieces that I need? Eyeball.
Even something like that would work. Or a single barrel, or
I think we're going to use one of these
No
and then
singles,
just
huh?
another one.
yeah, that's fine. I mean, they can be flat,
Here
or you
go.
want to double them up. That's fine. Yeah, that works.
Stud them
That's
up
perfect.
there.
That's perfect.
Looks good.
So we can put one there and
Another one up
say
there.
one there. That's your
We would have put a Darth
tee off area
Vader.
there.
We would have put a Darth Vader and Luke up in there, but sadly I've not collected a Darth Vader minifigure yet. So hopefully in the future we can get one. And
Update.
yes,
Update the course.
update the course.
Update the course.
And
Maybe
hopefully-
they're playing in the group behind them. We're not
Yeah.
watching them today.
Hopefully I can take a look at this or maybe update it a little bit in the future. Thank you, Dad, for helping me film this video and being on the video.
Absolutely.
With
Thanks for
me.
having me. I appreciate it. This was fun. It was quite an honor to join the Brick Room today.
If you guys haven't already hit that subscribe button, please do right now. Give this video a big thumbs up.
Yes.
Comment below.
Subscribe.
And we'll see you next time on the Brick Room.
Bye.